Niagara Falls, the most famous waterfall in the world. However, most people only know it by its name. They don't know the real Niagara Falls.
This documentary will be focusing on the aesthetics of the falls, along with the history of it and the surrounding areas. First, did you know that there are actually 3 waterfalls? There's the Horseshoe Falls, the biggest, the American Falls, and the Bridal Veil Falls. Horseshoe Falls is primarily on the Canadian side, with Canada having 2/3 and America having 1/3. The American and Bridal Veil Falls are both on the American side.
On the Canadian side, there are caves that go under the Horseshoe Falls. However, the Americans one-up them with the Cave of the Winds. The Cave of the Winds is a wooden platform that goes under the Bridal Veil Falls. It's also directly adjacent to the rocky area of the American Falls.
Ron had the opportunity to go to the Cave of the Winds, and we have some wacky footage of him there speaking of his wet jumper and singing.
I knew you were bubbling in. She said, oh my gosh, it's so wet. Just like my jump shot. Oh, the water. Oh my god! This is legit! Oh my god!
So as you can see, Niagara's Cave of the Winds is a must-see attraction with the closest interaction to the actual water.
Niagara Falls itself is surrounded by a luscious park. It was opened in 1885, giving it the title of oldest state park. There are lots of tourist shops and restaurants in the area. There's even an observatory. However, the highlight of the park would have to be the platform to the left of the falls.
Another cool way to view the falls is on the Maid of the Mist. Founded in 1846, the Maid of the Mist boats have been taking passengers right up to the falls, voyaging through the raging waters.
The Maid of the Mist is most well known for rescuing a 7-year-old boy named Roger Woodward, who survived a drop over the Horseshoe Falls with nothing but a life jacket in 1960. On Ron's trip to Niagara, he was fortunate enough to ride on the Maid of the Mist and took some totally tubular videos.
Totally tubular.
Here's the American Falls again. Oh, it'd be a death wish to go over this one in a barrel. There's the observing tower. There's Rainbow Bridge. There's Canada.
Niagara Falls was formed at the end of the Ice Age when the glaciers receded. This happened about 10,000 years ago.
Niagara Falls was first used to make power in 1759, when Daniel Jonquière built a canal above the falls to power his sawmill.
In 1881, the first hydroelectric generating station was built at Niagara Falls.
Around the year 1886, big names like J.P. Morgan and the Vanderbilt family fueled construction for advanced turbines at the falls. This generated power for the city of Buffalo.
That's all boring stuff. Let's talk about people going over it.
In 1901, Annie Taylor became the first person to go over the falls in a barrel. She was battered and bruised, but she made it out alive.
Next was Bobby Leach. Bobby was a circus performer and claimed that he could do anything better than Annie. He went over in 1911. Unlike Annie, Bobby became very famous. However, he was killed in New Zealand after tripping over an orange peel.
In 1995, another man named Robert Overcracker rode a jet ski over the falls to promote awareness for the homeless. Sadly, his parachute didn't open and he plummeted to his death. The overall survival rate of people going over the falls is actually 75%. However, we recommend that you don't try it.
In conclusion, Niagara Falls is a very interesting place with lots of radical things to do.
We hope you enjoyed our documentary, and remember, if you ever go to Niagara Falls, just don't get swept over.